Hey babes, this is Jenni Prokopy coming to you live from my back porch in Chicago where it is blazing hot, and I am taking the opportunity before the sun gets too high in the sky to just enjoy a little bit of patio time. I think you can see a little bit of my lake behind me. It's quite gorgeous. And I'm feeling very lucky about it. It's going to be hot today, so I wanted to get this message out to you before I ensconce myself in air conditioning, as I hope that you're all taking good care of yourselves today and this week. All right, so last week we talked about relationships and about disclosing your chronic illness when in a relationship and how to do it and what's appropriate. This week a reader question came in that seemed to be a really great piggyback on that. So without further ado, here's the question. My question. The other night I was having a really bad pain day and bad stuff happening kind of day, and I was looking for more support from my husband. He was perplexed about how I was acting. I realized later that I'm so careful not to show him how much pain or struggle I am in. I hide it so well that he was overwhelmed by my reaction. Conversely, if I'm hiding my pain and struggle too well, to the point he doesn't notice that I'm needing an extra hug or a sympathetic ear, I don't want to have to start complaining or bringing it up all the time. He's a guy who's very focused on what he's doing and not good at catching on to the subtle. He also is unsure about what to say or how to respond when it happens. He wants to fix it, but of course he can't. Babe, I've totally been there. You're not feeling well and you want to express what you need. You want to talk about what's going on. You want to ask for what is going to help you. Your partner wants to help you, and neither of you really know how to communicate or what the right thing is to say or when the right thing is to say it, and both of you wind up feeling stressed out and upset and disconnected. I completely understand. This is a very tricky issue, and it's something that a lot of us face. I have a couple tips I think are really going to help you. Okay, step one is to come up with a great communication plan. This means talking with your partner during a time when you're not having a flare-up or a bad pain day or whatever your big issue is that kind of comes and goes. Sit down and have a conversation about your mutual goals. Your goals of having a strong relationship, of getting support and giving support to one another, and then talk about how challenging it might be for you to express what's going on. And your partner can talk about how challenging it is to try to read your mind or try to figure out what the best thing is to do. And then together you can come up with a great way to communicate what you need. So, for example, you might decide that when you're not feeling well, it's a big pain day, for example, you might say to your partner, honey, I'm sorry, it's a big pain day. You know what? I love you. It would really help me if you could take over making dinner. That would give me a great break. That's a really simple thing to say to someone. You mentioned that your partner kind of misses the subtleties, and that's not surprising. It's really not anyone's job to read our mind, and sometimes people just don't know what to do. The best thing you can do is be explicit about what you need and what would be helpful, and to really be mindful and respectful of what they need to hear to be helpful to you, and also what their limitations are in terms of what they can do. The important thing here is to come up with that plan on a day when you're really not feeling bad, so that you are coming up with it in a very rational, calm, perhaps as much as you can, non-emotional kind of way, so that you come up with some very concrete, easy to use strategies. And that way, when you are in those really emotional moments, you already know what to say, you know what the script is, you know exactly what to ask for to help each other. Okay, step number 2, be honest. Just don't be brutally honest. There's a big difference between saying something very simple that expresses your needs and really giving your partner the gory blow by blow of everything that's happening. That can be really overwhelming. So consider these 2 examples. Okay, example number 1 is, you know, honey, I am not feeling well today. It's a big pain day. My hands are hurting, and it would really help me if you could prepare dinner, and that would give me a break that I need. Okay, example number 2 is, oh honey, everything is hurting today. I am just dying here. My shoulders hurt, my neck hurts, my head hurts, my face hurts, my butt hurts, my teeth hurt, my hair hurts. Oh my god, I cannot believe it's when is it gonna stop hurting? I don't know what I'm gonna do. Oh my god, what's gonna happen? Could you please make dinner? Like, guess which one is gonna make your partner feel really upset and stressed out instead of focusing on how they can be a better partner for you or for the relationship. It's pretty simple. I mean, number 2 is going to freak anybody out. That freaked me out just saying it. So there's a big difference between having a big pain flare-up day or flare-up day of whatever your symptoms are and expressing that and needing it to get it off your chest every once in a while and behaving like that every day. That big, scary drama behavior can really wear down your partner. And I'm not saying you don't deserve to get to express your experience, but I just know from experience that people who love you, they don't need to know every gory detail to understand what you need and how to help you. And by focusing on positive stuff and ways they can help you, it's a good way for both of you to start feeling better really quickly. Okay, my third tip, I don't want this to sound too bitchy, but don't be a whiner. I know it's really common and I hate it when I hear it. And I usually don't call people on it to their face because it's so uncomfortable, but I know people who are whiners. Years ago, I knew this woman with fibromyalgia, like me. The way she wasn't like me was that when she wasn't feeling well, she would get really silent and sullen, and then she would start kind of passive-aggressively letting people know that she wasn't feeling good. And it gave everyone around her a feeling of uncomfortableness and distress and frustration. And all it did was make her seem like a martyr. Like she was kind of complaining all the time, but not asking for help. And she wasn't complaining in a straightforward way. So here's an example of what would happen. Once we were in a car together, a bunch of people, we were all kind of crammed in, and she was clearly uncomfortable. It was so obvious that she was uncomfortable. And we kept saying, would you like to change seats? Would this seat be more comfortable? Can we help you? And she would say, no, I'm fine. And then 2 seconds later, she'd be like, I mean, it was terrible. Like, I started to laugh to myself, I mean, silently, but in my mind, I was like, I can't believe she's making these sounds. These are not helping her. They're actually making her feel worse. They're making all of us feel like crap. And her partner, who was with us in the car, kept begging her to tell him what was wrong, and she kept saying, no, I'm fine, don't worry. And, it was crazy. She was making herself a martyr to her condition, and she was really making her partner feel terrible. And really, I just felt like my sympathy for her went out the window because she was being so passive-aggressive. So that's the kind of whining I'm talking about. It's one thing to say to someone, hey, I'm having a situation here. Here's X, Y, or Z that would help me. Can you please help me? A lot of people are going to respond very well to that because they're going to see you're taking care of yourself and you're asking for what you need. Being passive-aggressive, being silent, being a martyr, doing that stuff, that's not going to cut it. That is bullshit. That is not a way to treat yourself or the people around you. I know sometimes it's hard to express your needs, and I know sometimes it can feel like you're just asking and asking and asking, and you don't want to overwhelm people. But I will tell you that people who love you want to help you. So the more you learn to respect your needs and express yourself succinctly and clearly, and respect the needs of the people who you have relationships with and their boundaries and how much they can help you, the more you learn to communicate effectively, the more they're going to be able to help you, and the happier you're going to be in your relationships because you're going to have that easy communication. Okay, I really hope this was helpful. I know it's kind of a spicy topic. It's not the easiest. I'm sure you have comments, so please put your comments below this video. And if you liked the video, please find the little like button down here and press it, like it, share it on your Tumblr, your Twitter, your Facebook, your MyFace, your YouTube, whatever. I would love it if you'd share it around because I think this is information that can really help people. So, as always, thanks for being with me today. I hope that you are AWAP, and until we meet next time, big smooches from hot Chicago. Okay, I'm going to run inside for air conditioning. Bye. Beep. planes going by. It's not really cooperating with my whole making a video thing. Special secret bonus tip: don't make videos outside while your neighbor is watering her sidewalk. That's right, we're in a heat wave, and she's watering her sidewalk.